So, humanity has finally set aside its differences and made it into space. It's formed an empire that stretches through multiple star systems all across the galaxy when they come across the universe's greatest threat, which is a bunch of angry liquid. Hello everybody, I'm Archivan, and this is Creeper World 3, Arc Eternal. This game, if I had to describe it in words, I would say energy management. And if I had more words to describe it, I would say tunnel vision, because those are two things that definitely happen a lot in this game. It's a lot easier to explain when in-game, but first there's a story mode, which is pretty much a tutorial / neat story, which is kind of campy, but I enjoyed it. There's a challenge mode, another challenge mode, this is the kind of trial levels that they went through while making the game, which I think is cool that they provided in here. And then there's a level editor and a multiverse where you can browse maps that people made. And this game is pretty old, but people are still making maps to this day, and they're all really good. A lot of them are really good. But we're not going to be worrying about that. Today we're going to be going to the Tormented Space, and I can explain a bit more about this game. So this is pretty much the challenge mode after you complete the storyline. You've got all of these, well, on each one of these planets is a map, and then there's this many groupings of the planets. So you've got quite a bit to work with, so you can spend a lot of time on this game. And I've spent a lot of time on this game. So we're going to fly to the middle one, and then from here we're going to go to one I haven't been to before. And I will warn you that I am more of a decent casual at this game than an expert. So I wouldn't say I'm really good. I would say I'm close to being not bad. We're gonna go to a different world because I want to find an interesting map. Like this one looks good. This one looks good. So this is where the meat of the game takes place, is on these different kind of maps. Pretty much all you need to know, these things shoot air units, which attack you. These things pump liquid, which attacks you. And these things stop your air units from flying. And to win, you've got to get rid of all of them. Plus collect these things, because they can help out. I forgot how. But the game works pretty much based on water physics, where the enemy is water. And it fills up the map, and if it touches your stuff dies. So you've got to prevent it from touching your stuff, destroy everything that makes it, and that's pretty much how you win. It's really simple, but like there's just so much that you can do with it, and there's so many different maps that I've made. It's quite fantastic. I put a lot of hours in this game, and like it's still entertaining. So there's something about this formula that just works. Now it looks like they want me to, this is your main base, it looks like they want me to place it like right here. In fact, down in the corner, you can see, like pretty much this is showing you how deep stuff is. So this is on layer 1, and this is on layer 8. The liquid has to rise to a certain amount to get over the layers. So when you've got a big opening like this, it'll come up against this layer and stop until there's enough for it to climb up the layer, so you have some breathing room if you build high, which I am going to do. This is your main base, your bread and butter. We will let it land by unpausing for a second, and as you can see the liquid's starting to form. Your main base pretty much holds energy and anti-creep whenever you get that. Anti-creep is pretty much an anti-angry liquid. It's a happy liquid that goes up against the other liquid and destroys it, and they kind of just cancel each other out. So it's very handy for quarantining areas to stop it from coming into, and then helping you push it back and making like a safe place for you to place your turrets and stuff. But this guy holds energy and anti-creep, and from energy you can make all these different buildings. You've got structures, weapons, big weapons, a forge which upgrades stuff, and sometimes you can get up to 3 command bases. But collectors what they do is they pretty much collect everything in that little area around them, the white, not the red. The red pretty much means that it's on a different level and it can't reach it. So a good strategy is to first place down a bunch of collectors, make sure that it's all connected up, because from these collectors, as you can see, there's these little connections going on. That's how the base sends out energy, is it collects energy from collectors and then it also uses those connections to send it to other collectors. Like, it can't get to this guy until after it makes this guy. So once that guy's made, which he will be in a second, it'll now start sending energy this way. Which again is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But we're gonna want a lot of energy, because that liquid's filling up fast, in case you didn't notice. And that's what I mean about tunnel vision, is you get so invested working in one part of the map, you don't realize something going on somewhere else. It's probably it's nearly impossible to play this game to like full efficiency. But what we're going to want to do is stretch these things just all across the map so that they cover as much area with this green, because that green means we're collecting energy from that area. It's kind of like farming it from the land. And we're going to want a lot of it, but we're not going to want too many ways for this to get to those, because we don't want it to be overloaded trying just to make all of that, because right now it's taking 2.4 roughly energy and we're producing 2.78. And so the more it has to make, the more energy it takes, the more it can make at a time. So if it's all in like a long line, it's not like counting these yet. Now the liquid's getting kind of close, so we're gonna want to start putting down weapons. Probably want one of those there. And it's a good idea to connect your weapons with relays, because these are like collectors, except they don't collect energy. Instead, they just let things travel through them faster, and they've got a longer connection. So we're going to want to set up some of those, and I made a mortar, so because they can like shoot up layers, while regular cannons cannot, but I'll make a regular cannon too. You can have too much defenses in this game. I was about to say you can never have too much, but you absolutely can overload your energy, because these things take ammo. Once you run out of ammo, they, well, stop shooting. So right now we're making energy, so what we're going to want to do is continue to expand, because whenever you're at a profit, whenever you're making a profit of energy, that's not the entirely right word for it, but I'm going to go with it. That means that you're not building enough. While if you've got a deficit of energy, you're building too much. So it's a fine balance. But we're just going to want to spread these things all around. This guy is 26% built. Whenever it gets to 100, it's going to start a countdown to shoot 5 spores. Which, to destroy those, we need beams, but we don't have to worry about those right now. Instead, I'm going to trust those two things, because it's only, as you can see down at the counter, where it's 4 just normal land, and then up to 11 creep. So that's a lot. And it's all slowly flowing down here, like hair gel is how I would describe the texture of it. I guess, if that makes any sense. It doesn't flow as smooth as water, but it's kind of like water, but it's not. It's like hair gel. But these things are just gooping anyway. That 127 at 0.4 intervals means it produces 127 creep every 0.4 seconds, which I don't know what that means, but judging by how much is around these guys, I'd say it's a lot. And I'm trying to figure out, I guess this is just so that you can't land over here, because I'm gonna continue playing the game while I talk. There are 2 different like strategies that you can play this game with. One is you can treat it like an onion and just peel back layer after layer, slowly collecting more land, expanding your base, like making sure everything's safe, and then going forward, like just peeling back the map. Or you can take a knife and just stab the onion in the heart and just beeline it towards these things and blow them up. Which, that strategy is faster but riskier, while the other strategy takes a lot of time, but it's definitely a lot safer, because you don't risk running out of energy as much, overstepping your bounds, expanding to places where you rightfully don't belong, and just getting absolutely smashed. So I'm gonna keep on building all of these. Just try to get as much energy from that as possible. And then these things give you, I want to say it's roughly 0.3 or 0.5 energy for a completely full block of it. Well, there's quick keys where if you get to know them, that's definitely helpful, and you can zoom the map in and out. But for like this one, if I were to place it right here connected, that would give me, I think, 0.3 or 0.5 energy. I can't quite remember. But anyway, the reactors give you a lot more, but they take a lot to build. I think reactors give you one... Okay, I think these things give you 0.3, reactors give you like 0.3, 0.5, 1. I don't quite remember the numbers, it's been a minute. But you want to build a few reactors whenever you can, because while they definitely take a lot of energy, they massively increase your output, and you can't just build things forever. I got lucky on this map, because the creep's all over here, so that allowed me to build all over here. So we're going to start placing down some reactors, and while we're doing that, we're going to put down some ore mines to pick up this anti-creep that is buried in the ground, so that we can start collecting it and creating sprayers that shoot out the anti-creep to attack the creep. The happy liquid to attack the angry liquid, so that we can start pushing it back a lot harder. Because right now I'm just trying to hold it off, and I need to create relays. Boop. Boop. And there we go. Perhaps another turret as well. Can I fit a turret here? I can. Alright, we'll let that get all built up. And now, these guys, they produce... Well, they take energy to produce charge. And the charge, it's not actually called charge, it's called... I'm just gonna call it knowledge. The knowledge allows you to research things using the forge. So I will place right there. So the forge also takes a lot of energy to build. As you can see, we're going in the negatives again. But that's okay, because these guys are just about built. And that's going to boost our income of energy massively. We're starting to get in some anti-creep. And so, I'm going to put down a sprayer. Like right here. And when it comes to things like this, if you just build something that can reach it, you should be good. You should be good, as in it'll grab it. So whatever that thing does, I think it says on... There's some screen that it says everything. Can't quite remember how to get to it. It's like little bonus things, though. Is it the menu? I don't think it is. No? Alright, anyway, we're gonna ignore those. As you can see though, you can control like the packages it goes out, so if you're worried about it, like you're being overwhelmed building stuff and not getting enough ammo, you can just turn off building and it'll just send ammo out. So it'll save your energy that way. But as you can see, we've got the anti-creep, the orangey liquid here, working against evaporating the creep. And it's orange because in the settings you can change the color. Normally it's a light blue, but I'm partially colorblind and I couldn't tell the difference apart. So sometimes there's these things that shoot anti-creep and I'd just be looking at it like, is that thing safe or do I need to worry about it? So I just changed the color to help me out. So we're slowly pushing it back, and now is whenever we would want to start expanding. So to do that, I'm just going to build a bunch of cannons. Let those things build up, and always want to expand my energy supply, so we'll build those two. That might put us in a deficit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because again, if you're making too much energy and you're not using it all, then you got energy that you're wasting. In fact, this guy can move up a little bit. He can in fact go over there. So we'll place a relay down here, and we'll start collecting knowledge from this guy too. And here you can see the knowledge coming in. Those little circles. And this thing's got 20 now at the forge. It's Aether. And with that you can upgrade your efficiency and energy, or the build speed, how fast the packets go, AC storage and energy storage. I usually don't worry too much about these. You can also do move speed, fire rate, and fire range, but I don't worry too much about storage. I worry more so about production. And hold on, this thing, it's not moving back as far as I would like it to be. So let's just, you can move around the weapon towers, you can move these, but you can use these to pick up and move, which is what move speed was talking about. So I'm gonna start pushing these up. In fact, actually this one, we'll spread it down there. This one we'll place more up here, because it's starting to, in fact, it's starting to wrap around. I might want to militarize that zone down there. Toss some of these. In fact, I don't need you. How do I just delete? Deactivate. No. Destroy. We'll bring you right to the source of our issues. And pop down some mortars. Now I could just let it use that connection, but that'll take forever for it to get to. And while we're at it, well, if you click and drag, it actually places these at the furthest interval apart that they can be. So that's fairly useful whenever you've got like a lot of open ground. You can just drag like that, and that's about as efficient as you can make them apart. But we don't want that. Now we've got 5 spores coming in 21 seconds because, again, tunnel vision. I completely neglected to worry about those. That's my bad entirely. Spores are usually the most dangerous thing. So we're gonna want to worry a lot more about building these guys. Now spores are tricky little buggers because they can come from any direction, and they pretty much just target wherever you have stuff. So those should cover them coming in this way. There's 5 of them, so I'm probably going to need more of these. Now I'm not going to get any of this built in time, because I'm building a lot at once. And yeah, these guys definitely are not holding off the creep. Did something just break? No. But here come the spores. Do we have any of those up? We do not. Oh, we do. Come on. At least break these 2. You did not. So this is what happens whenever you neglect spores. Gonna need cleanup crew up here. Now these ones shouldn't be too bad. Now most of the time I would restart at this point, because I am a quitter. But today I will not be a quitter. And instead, we're going to own up to my mistakes, readjust my strategy. Green is the health, red is ammo, in case you needed to know that. We'll pull back, attach these guys back to where they can get some ammo. You, I actually need going over there. We're gonna pause, forge. We're gonna increase move speed, and build speed. Now this is all really bad because it's tanking my energy. However, this isn't gonna expand indefinitely. Let's try to save these down here. Ooh. Alright, you move back. You move over here. You move up here. We're gonna need some more mortars. We're gonna need more collectors back down here. Now this is mostly under control, right? You go here. You go here. And where's my sprayer? There's my sprayer. Let's place the sprayer up here. And shoot. Okay, we didn't delete any of those though. But they all got destroyed. So that's not good. Come on. Yeah, okay, we destroyed some of them. And these guys are okay, because I was going to move them anyway. So take that. Now the sprayer, you can turn it to be always on. So it's just a constant stream of anti-creep. Which is useful in situations. It's not so useful whenever you're wanting to conserve it. We're not necessarily wanting to conserve it, but we're not going to use it. Because I'd prefer it to go to where the creep is instead of just droop down. We're also going to build some more of those. Now, I'm building a lot. My energy's holding up though. I need to get this cleaned up because turns can survive a little bit in anti-creep. They have health, so they should be able to destroy that, and there's some coming. Right down there. That's not good. Spread these out a bit more. Now, these mortars, I'm going to start to bring forward. Relay them. Alright, another spore tower's online. We're going to beam up. Looks like we're doing more the peel the onion strategy today than the rush forward. For the glory of Narnia. We'll move those there. This guy I'm going to want on the front lines again. In fact, I might want some of these guys to defend over there. Now those two don't have any ammo, so hopefully you can get a relay built before they get down there. In fact, this guy I might want to send down that way too. Now these guys have limited ammo too, and they can only target two at once. So sometimes you just have to hope that they can get the supplies they need fast enough. And I think I've built a bit too much and neglected energy. Let's see how much energy this one thing gives me. Because we're not building anything else that'll give me energy, are we? Here you can see how slow it's being built. If we turn off ammo for a second, it'll be built a lot faster. However, I don't think right now is the time to turn off ammo. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So it's okay, we can fast forward time a little bit. Now a lot of this game is time trials, where you can like go up against other people online, see how fast you can do it compared to them. And as you can imagine, I haven't won any of them. 48, 49, 13.6 to 14. So those give you 0.4, so these give you like 0.1, I think. Which is a decent... doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up, definitely. Now we're gonna need more of them. Still around, son of a gun. I completely forgot. We'll place a connector down there. And then we'll also build a relay. Right there. We'll move you up. We'll move you up. And a lot of the times your problems can be solved by advancing. If you seem to be overwhelmed, it's probably because the guns aren't shooting all the time. Like this guy absolutely can move up. In fact, I'm pretty sure this guy can too. And they'll push that back. We'll build one of those, and some more mortars. Because mortars are actually really efficient at taking out creep. Now, we were in the positive until I started building a whole bunch of stuff. We lost the laser cannon. So, not always can your problems be solved. In fact, tunnel vision, I left that guy there. Not always can your problems be solved by advancing, just some of the time. I'm gonna advance this guy a tad. And this guy. But whenever they're in the air, that means they're not shooting. Oh. Let's increase fire rate, and energy efficiency, because we kind of need that at the moment. You will be moved back, and you will be moved back. In fact, you're going to be moved pretty far back. Alright, you guys, hopefully you'll stop firing. Okay. Now, over here is definitely a spot that I can exploit. I'm going to need a beam weapon. Probably two. But, we're going to go and try to target that guy. We'll also build a couple collectors down here. Now, in this game, there is absolutely turning points where you seize victory, and you got them on the back pedal, and you just feel great about it. And that's hopefully what's about to happen, and it happens whenever you start destroying these, because it's making less creep, which is pressing your defenses less, which that's bad. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of all of the defenses there. Go up there more. Bit overexcited. Now then, let's pause for a second, see is everything doing its job. This guy can be moved forward. Place another relay here. 14 seconds until another energy beam is fired. Another thing of spores. Probably gonna need this up here because it's gonna start targeting this area more. In fact, these all I can move up, because here's where the threat is. They're behind like the line of attack. And those aren't as much of a problem anymore. I'll create one more cannon up here just to hold out and begin advancing some of my mortars. And the anti-creep, I'm gonna move to this side, preferably like right here, because when used right, it's very powerful. That guy's out of ammo. I didn't realize he wasn't connected. Well, he is now, so happy day. I'm gonna want another relay here so that everything moves faster. Now, energy is still a bit of an issue, so we will go and increase energy efficiency again, which won't do too much, but hopefully will do a bit. Place down. I'll risk 2 more of those. Now this guy, he's not shooting all the time, so we'll move him to here. We're gonna need to move one of these guys up after this, because the front line is advancing. You can go here. You can go here. Now you're not connected at all. You are. Now another part of this game is terps, which these guys you can use to adjust terrain, which can be very handy, because like if you have blocks like this you can just not fit something on, you can use that to build like that other pebble, or build a massive wall across the field if you want to. Okay, we were about to collect that. I think we were collecting from there. We've gotten pushed back far. Man, that thing set us back a lot. You. There. Just collect as much energy as we can. Because these things take very little to build compared to the 50 of the other guy. These things take 5. So toss them everywhere you can. That guy is absolutely worthless, because he's going in an area that's already covered. And, yep, I was right. You aren't connected. Too bad I didn't do anything about it. Let's move you up as far as you can go. No. I wish these things could reach a little farther sometimes. Move you up a bit more. Oh, front line's moved, so that's aiming at different targets. We'll move you up. We'll move you up, because when this guy shoots, I think, yeah, it's gonna have to go through their line no matter where it goes. In fact, we're gonna move these two things up. We're gonna split them a little bit so that the creep doesn't have as much time to advance. But hopefully they're able to push it back before they die. Or run out of ammo. Yep. Oh. You go over there. You're not gonna make it in time. I don't want to move you back. You're gonna have to. You go back. Go to here. Screw it. Land there. Stop it from spreading to this core little thing. Because that's what's feeding this guy. I'm stupid. Man. Spores are just a pain. Place that there. We're gonna need another mortar. Another mortar on the hills. And this guy. Hopefully the mortars can keep the creep at bay long enough for that thing to get built. Because if you place any of these things down and there's still blueprints like that, they'll just die. He's holding off pretty well. And I need to build another ore mine here. Sometimes there's energy buried in the ground. You can use siphons to pick them up. It's not the case this time. Guppies can transfer energy, like this thing will pack them full of energy and they'll bring it somewhere else. Shields are something I should be using. They straight up force creep back. So they're handy. Snipers, there's sometimes little bugs. Little stun your turrets. That's not good. So you have snipers. And nullifiers are what you need to destroy these. Titans cost a lot, but they do a lot. In fact, we're gonna... how many of these can I... just casually destroy that one. Gonna place a lot. Actually, no, we're not. Because I don't have infinite energy. I thought I had already expanded my energy more. I thought I was making loads. I was wrong. Because we've reached how much energy we're making. These take a ton of energy, 250. These three are 150. In fact, we might stop it from making this one for now, just so that we don't run out of energy. Alright, and as you can see, the shield here is forcing it back a bit. We'll move the shield up, force a relay right there, and advance our front. Make a beeline for this guy. Ooh, that's good cliff hold right there. We'll place you, and then this other cannon. And then we're gonna need to move this laser up, as well as this one, because the front's moved as well. And another cannon. Can I place it here? Mortars? Mortars are more efficient than cannons most of the time. They do more damage, like overall. So generally you want mortars. I'm a fan of cannons though, just because whenever they can, they clear out things quickly. So, like if you've got an area like this, a cannon will clear it out faster than a mortar. Anything it can reach anyway. We're just gonna go like that. Cover this field a bit. Squeeze out any energy we can get. And let's activate the other bertha now. Let's keep up energy production. Shoot, what just died? Pulse laser. Was that one alive? I think it was alive. So that's a bad sign that this creep is still pushing past the shield. So we're gonna advance to all of these guys that I forgot to advance with. and we're gonna move you down here and move you here. Cannons are also a lot better at keeping themselves alive. And that's why it died, because that's too far out for it to shoot. We'll place one of these here. Because this beam laser also ran out of power. Oops. Are we close enough though? We are. Toss a nullifier right there, and soon our spore problem will be dealt with. Now unfortunately this is the one that's producing the least out of all of them. What I might want to do is just make a cut for that one, but if we go to visibility, go to opaque, we can see what the terrain looks like, which is handy because as you can see, like a straight line towards this one or this one would be going through a little valley. Well, not for this one. In fact, we can keep following this ledge. I made this guy and I never ended up using him. Let's move him towards the front. Place him there. That's not safe, is it? It's safe. It's safe enough. Don't worry about it. We'll move the shield up in a minute because I think the shield is really... Oh! It's not safe enough. It's not safe enough at all. Move this guy up. I think the shield really is what's keeping everything alive right now. Here this guy goes. Let's advance this front. Now then. That thing's not gonna survive, nope. Hopefully these guys can live long enough to... Let me place this. Nope. Bail out. Oh, I'm stupid. These right here, these circles, are circles of power. Pretty much, they take whatever you put on it and increase whatever it does. Like, by 2 or by 10. No, not by those, don't listen to me. They increase whatever it does a lot, is what I'm saying. In fact, we're going to advance this front quite a bit. We've been carrying back here. What just blew up? A collector. Because I moved him. Right. Let's move him back now. These two should be fine. I say that. Yeah, he's not fine. What if I scoot you back like an inch? You're not gonna live. Where's my anti-creep sprayer? Right here. You go over there. Hopefully you can gather enough anti-creep to... Do I have any more mines I can take advantage of? There's one right down there. However, yeah, there you go. See? They're really good at creating safe ground for themselves. Hopefully you can keep it there. So anyway, these things make whatever is put on them really powerful. So if I say put a machine gun on it, you can see already it increases its range, but it also increases its rate of fire, how much damage it does. Just look at that. You can't see it from all the smoke, but it is tearing through everything. Unfortunately, it's about to run out of ammo. Ran out of ammo. Move you back. Move you forward. Hopefully that was enough to keep this alive. Nope. We'll move this turret to here. And we'll build another relay here. That should be good. That didn't help this guy at all, actually. He needs connected. You're not getting any ammo. Why aren't you getting ammo? There you go. Ignore that noise, it's just raining outside. Okay, that's not enough. Man, I thought that that would be enough. I need more mortars. I might take advantage I want to take advantage of bombers, but we're not producing enough anti-creep. Bombers drop anti-creep just on everything, or wherever you want them to. Let's go to the forge, which I've been neglecting. We'll increase some ore efficiency, some fire range, and packet speed a lot, then build speed some. So now packets move a lot faster, so things get rearmed faster, and hopefully I just need more cannons. You get down here. Fronts move, so you guys move. Need another relay. I build relays kinda close together, but like this guy doesn't even need to exist anymore. They're just the most efficient way to do things, because they stretch the furthest, and then they also make packets go faster. So hopefully you can keep holding that off enough so that this guy just doesn't die immediately. There you go. And boom. Look at that. That's a much better turret than this guy here. It's because he got in the steroid circle. You can also place these guys in there, and they produce a lot more energy. I think they actually produce 3 when they're put in the circle, instead of like 0.4. They just produce a ton of energy. Those things are just all around good, and they form whenever you kill this guy or that guy. We're just gonna build a lot. And I overestimated how much energy I had left. I haven't been using these guys. Let's aim you. Where is it the deepest? Let's aim you on that guy. And then while we're here, can I upgrade? I cannot. Yeah. What is it that I decided to build? A bunch of these guys. You, and you. Don't build. Did that help any? Yes, that helped. Now the big berthas are turning. So the most powerful things in the game that you can have. All the time. They're so slow. And yes, you can't move these guys. You can put them on these circles. And that's what I'm going to do. Look at that. It was at 10, that lowered it down to floor level. Now what I need to do is move this up, move this up, move this up, and I could create like a spearhead here. Move you forward, move you forward, move you forward. Switch places. Move you forward as well. Now then, before I forget, relay, because he's gonna run out of ammo otherwise. My dogs are freaking out. It's raining hard. It doesn't rain around here very much, actually. Well, I think technically where I live has been in a drought for 10 or so years, which I don't know if you'd call that a drought anymore, just life. But like, rain is rare. Something that, like, it's such a phenomenon, you go outside and watch it like it's like you live before television. It's barbaric, quite frankly. Rain and television. Rain disagrees though. Gonna move the shield up. The shield placed on those does quite a lot too, as you can see. In fact, if I would have placed the shield on that, it should force the line a lot. Yep. You see? It's so much tunnel vision. You get so concerned with what you're doing that, like, you miss half a dozen things that are going on. Like this line, I could be advancing a lot. I'm just distracted by doing this up here. Now, we're gonna try to knife this up here. And we need more energy makers. You can't do that. You can shift click things though. Activate. Man, this is gonna be a long episode. I'm sorry, but that's just how this game works sometimes. Sometimes you pick a simple looking map, and it turns out to be really complex. Other times it is a simple map, you just screw it up, get hit by a bunch of spores. First time they fire, they knock you back like 20 minutes. Now then, let's ore mine. Try to get some more ores in. You guys are still firing, they just take a while to load. We've almost made it to him. How close do we have to be? There. So just outside. Come on, mate. Alright, we're making 43. That means it's time for some cannons. It's time for some collectors too. There we go, that solved our energy issues. Created energy issues more so, but when your issue is too much. You know what I could do? Here we go, we'll just plop these guys there, they'll be fine. Create a relay. Go get them. Forge. Now this Aether weapon, I'll fire it to show you, it's kind of a waste. It uses Aether that you have, and as you can see here, I'll do it down here because, no, wait, where's the, here. It's completely full of creep. It uses the knowledge that you have, and it destroys some of it. It destroys a lot of it, actually. It destroyed... It's completely draining this cliff here. Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. It pulls it all towards it. Because that's now 602. I think I might have just created a tidal wave. You go down here. There's an area that hasn't been advanced in a little bit. Here's these guys go, though. Now, I'm gonna spread their fire out a bit, because it's kind of redundant. How much are you making? A lot? Okay, you can go there. So, how are you guys doing? I think I lost one. Maybe. Probably. Wasn't paying attention. I was watching the Aether weapon, wondering if I just screwed myself. We'll move these guys up now, so that they're more consistently firing. You're connected like right there, right? Yeah. Spore's about to fire. There. There. Those are great. They help so much. This guy's getting hurt, however... Not anymore. And from there, we shall move our shield. See, it's not connected. Needs a relay. Needs a relay. Don't you die. Are you firing all the time? No. You go down here then. You go over here. Now then, what we can do here is make a Bertha on the spot. And this is magic. In fact, we've got so much energy. Let's make 3 more. 4 more. I'll do it live. Boop. And there you go. Now, energy efficiency, build speed. Dang it. Move speed's always useful, but we'll do ore efficiency instead. Where is my... You're still out of ore. Honestly, I don't know why I'm surprised, but... We'll move all of these guys up, and it is raining hard. Now then you will target just center mass. Well, you 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Target here. Here, just spread it around. Now then, we can take these guys. Move it here. You actually I'm gonna want on this side. And then this isn't a good idea at all. This is just to thin the herd a little bit. Oh, pause. It's pushing the wrong button. Back. Actually, we can put a couple of these guys up here on this ledge. A couple mortars so that they can keep firing. You can go up there. You can go here. We'll need a relay. Here should be good. Ah, where's that turp? That turp that I made forever ago. Did it die? Did I get my turp killed? I think I got my turp killed. I don't see it. I'm going to... Oh, lost 2 of them because I stopped paying attention. Put you here. Put you here. You... Here. Let's make the same mistake again. Place you... Right there. And let's just bridge the gap. Move you forward. That one's now gonna die. Oh yeah, there were other ones that were still in danger. You go up there. Gonna need some more cannons. Oh hey, the Big Bertha's are online. Now remember when I said I'm not exactly good at this game. I hope you're remembering that now before you start getting too upset. Because I admit it. Ooh, are you gonna live? Oh, he's gonna live. In fact, I can probably move you up right now in the chaos of the bomb going off. In fact, we're gonna move all of these guys up. The bombs of the Berthas. Where's that anti-creep? Let's toss that there. No, what this area is kind of... Hey, I picked up the thing. This area is kind of sketchy because I can't quite get to where the creep is coming from. Like up here. Hopefully he's going to be able to kill it all before it kills him. Nope. Next person. Step on up, save your friends. Please. Screw it, we're making another sprayer. Actually, let's make some strafers. Where's a good spot for them? Here looks good. Just a couple. There we go. Yep, he died. Gonna need some more lasers. We're gonna have a momentary lapse in energy. So let's make it a little worse. Place some more things. Hey, we're close enough now that I can make a nullifier. Alright, we're starting to really struggle with energy, so let's just do this. And go to the forge. Energy. Packet speed. I want to save up for one of these now. Or speed, or efficiency. Now you guys, as soon as this is destroyed, I can send them to start messing this up. Now it's this guy is the problem. That's why they can't destroy that, is because the source is right there. There we go. Now I'm gonna just build another shield on that spot. Now, I'm a little afraid of this corner too, though, because it is quite full of creep. And if I let this shield down, it's all gonna flow down. Like right now I think the shield's the only thing holding it off. In fact, how big is this shield gonna be? Pretty big. It's gonna force it even more in that corner. In fact, let's move you to here so that you can actually shoot what's at the corner and hopefully not be in it. Oh, you're in it. No, you're not. You're good. Both those strike, and now these guys just shoot from here to here. Click and drag to do that. Now then we should be close enough that we can place this guy up here, this guy over here. I always have so many cannons that aren't doing anything because I forget to move them up with everything else. Let's get another ore mine. How's energy looking? Energy's looking good. Not good enough. No, don't do that. Here. Perfect. And that means we can get more strafers. Yay. Let's just do 2 rows. Why not? We've gotten to the point where we've turned the tide. There's no way I'm going to lose this now, unless I massively screw up. So now it's all about pushing back the creep. And with that, we need a lot of guns. The only way to get a lot of guns is to make a lot of guns. Am I right, brother? That's supposed to be like southern, but I'm bad at doing southern accents. It's a shame too, I'm from the south. Just can't speak like it. Here we are. Here you are. You... Where's that other turp that I made? I made a second turp, didn't I? I swear, I did. Maybe not. We'll make one this time, though. No, when this guy fires... That's not gonna be made yet. However, it's okay. We will place you... here. Ooh, actually... It's right there. That might be perfect. Move you up. You, and you. Join. All hands on deck. Everyone needs to be in a position that they can shoot from. That includes you and you. Anybody else? this guy. Are you all still dying? You might want to stop doing that, or you're gonna die. You might want to stop dying, or you're gonna die. Hope you know. Tell your friends. Hey, the turf's done. Finally! We'll move it here. And now we can click on the terraform button. Change height to 10. Brush size to 3. Just make this a super tall platform. I'll just put stuff on. A strafer was lost. Oh, right there. You go there. We're gonna lose another one. Maybe. Shoot down there, please. Thank you. Let's make a reactor on this. Nope. Another Bertha. Now then, we should be close enough. We've probably been close enough for a while to make one of these. Yes. Pop, pop, pop. Doot, 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 doot. What just died? Relay died. Where did it die? It was the one I was trying to make. Hold up. Pause. Alright, here. It's because I was moving things. Back, nabbit. Move back. Weapon, nullifier. Might as well get rid of that guy while we can. Where are you at? What are you doing back there? Back up here. Are you full? You cannot be full with AC. Hey, an emitter was destroyed. Now that is useless. However, what's cool is that you can place emitters on these platforms and the reach gets bigger. So I could do it there, or I could do it here and get these two. And while I'm getting these two, I'll move a mortar up because they look like a lot of fun whenever you place them on the circles. Put a relay on that so it's not just wasted. Like, look at this. It's just unstoppable. Now, I think the most powerful thing on these circles is nullifiers, obviously. And then, if you have enough paint, AC for it, maybe sprayers. If not, probably the shield, and then the mortar, and then depending on your situation, no, scratch that. Emitter, Bertha, shield, mortar, and maybe turp, and then cannon. Unless you just need to clear out an area, because usually once you clear those you have no need for a super cannon besides just to quickly mop things up. Let's place these guys. Put them down. You go there. You go there. You actually go over there. Well, we will place a relay here. And a nullifier right there. Yeah, this is going to be a really long episode. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna have to put like a warning at the beginning of this video that I stop explaining the game at around 20-30 minutes in, and I just start struggling to beat the level. Place you there. And is that the only thing that's left? That doesn't even produce creep. Sprayer. Now, whenever there's red, that means it can't shoot up it, which you might have been able to assume from whenever I was explaining these, but it might be good. It's just good to tell you. Like, look at that. That's great. And there we go. And this has been Creeper World 3. This is a game that is a ton of fun. It's absolutely addicting. You can buy it on Steam. I'm not sure of the price, but I believe it's under $10. It goes on sale every now and again. And it is definitely worth it in my opinion. My planes have been flying there. I didn't even use the other planes that I built. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it is a lot of fun, really addicting. I would highly recommend it. They're coming out with Knucklecracker Studios, which is just one guy, is coming out with a 4th game. You can check out his YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description, to see things about that. It's more 3D, and it's looking really good. So, yeah, be on the lookout for the 4th Creeper World game. And if you want to find more channels of people playing it better than me, you can check out Miko, who is my silent friend who's good at the game. He can at least clear levels without messing up too much. And then there's also Brink of Insanity, who he likes to brute force his way more through things, where he'll build entire walls just across a map to get to one thing that produces creep. But they tend to not let spores come down. I'm out of practice though. So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I'll link those channels in the description below as well. And I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Claim victory. 45 minutes. Dang. That's an okay name for it. 2 seconds. Like, times that are like this, I don't believe. I think the people are just cheating. Because you can't power up a emitter in 2 seconds. But anyway, there we go.